Hello there friends, it's Eric. Let's get this party started. Wall Street Journal has published an interesting article made by Zelensky economic advisor Mr. Rodnyansky. He blames Europe for turning a blind eye for the alarming tendencies in Ukraine and threats to its democracy made in Kiev. In their private consulting, they admit their help is not provided by the goodwill and peaceful thoughts. They see Ukraine as mere buffer state that just serves its purpose as a strategic shield against Eastern influence, and not as a nation. Obviously, no brainwashed patriot would even consider reading such articles. Their holy faith in European way rivals of those religious zealots. Besides, even polls officially published do show that not many people join Ukrainian army by sheer will. If conflict drags 3 to 10 years, there's approximately 40 to 42% of people out of 1,200 participants won't agree to join the armed forces of Ukraine. Those preaching eternal war wouldn't be happy with these numbers, but when did it ever stop them? United States Vice President J.D. Vance has followed to say about negotiations. At this point, we bargain about few square kilometers put to this or that side. Does it worth many thousands of Ukrainians or Russian young men? Does it worth several months or even years of ballooned energy prices and economic devastation it brings? We believe otherwise. But Mr. Vance, this is but reason to drag that war further. Just see Zelensky is a puppet, and so he and his friends merely serve as apologetics for enormous blunders of entire nation. Why would they leave war that feeds them to extinguish, same campaign that allowed many of these people to become respectful figureheads where they were cheap clowns? It wouldn't be wise for the President of Ukraine, his volunteers and armchair actor generals, not to mention police forces and TCR crews, to cease hostilities. It would mean losing chairs or maybe worse. Next take would make statement on how much could overgain some of those who are allowed to pillage. Economic Pravda contacted some person who is making offside deals between TCR and willing cadres. He described several options for those ready to pay for fleeing country or to be signed out of established conscription lists within Ukrainian state. Most of regions have prices established there individually, so if you want to keep out of uniformed fiends, you'd better have deep pockets. And financial documents released show that these people are gradually getting much richer. There goes more things showing their violent deeds and sadist money extortion. Like in Kharkov there were. Over like 7 brutal thugs had punched a man they drafted and kicked a woman out a van while she tried to fend off a poor bystander. Or in Lutsk, where they made cry, war veteran who was brutally manhandled despite he already served his nation and became severely crippled. For what did I participate so they could punch me like a homeless animal? He does ask. They did not even check his identification. And there's a Ternopil man had his legs broken after his short exposure with gangsters of TCR. People say that those soldiers just waltzed to private place, brutalized that man, and left the area. The poor soul was just left like in a puddle of blood. What does it lead to? Obviously people resist. When state does violate rights, people get to arms, regardless of established rules. Like this man who follows steps of Lvov hero and stabs the oppressor just like aforementioned person. And there are more examples that follow the same scheme. Because continuous repressions and brutality with disdain towards general population sparked righteous flames. Ukrainians infuriated. They don't plan to stop. Obviously, this battalion seeks to put an end to repression, made to dismantle such machine created for genocide of civilians. Everyone involved in violent acts against their own people will not get forgotten, pals. So stay vigilant, stay tuned, and stay safe. Don't forget to put there your like and comment. I'm Eric. See you again.